start this stream. Hey everyone, how are you? So, guess what? I'm using my phone for this because the mouse that I use for my laptop died. So, there we go. Hello everybody. Trash, where were you? I was putting batteries in my mouse and then it just didn't work at all. So there we go. That's my life. Hello and welcome to the show, everybody. This is my first time using this app. How's the camera? Is this better? I feel like this is a lot better than the shitty camera that's on my laptop. Well, welcome, people of YouNow, people of YouTube. Welcome to the Chatterino. How you doing? Much better camera. Maybe I should just do this more often. I'll just stick my phone to my computer. How would I do that? That would be a terrible idea. Okay. Well, welcome. And oh my god, everyone's just asking me about the video. Is it that bad? Should I be that traumatized? You seem so concerned. So yes, yesterday I uploaded a new Dan is Not on Fire video called Dan Takes Quizzes About Himself, where I took some quizzes that you and various people on the internet wrote themed around me. Who's seen the video? Did you enjoy it? Can't really say whether I enjoyed it or not. So let's just get into this. There's been some concerns where everybody's saying, do you hate us? I don't hate you, okay? So if you haven't, if you haven't seen the video, I do some quizzes. Some of them were written in like 2013 when Dan Humor was like, llamas, am I right? I mean, that was more like 2011, but it took a couple years to get out of that phase where like referencing llamas was like the peak of humor in general. So if you watched it and were like, Dan's dying of cringe right now, I'm just saying I accept that doesn't represent all of you, because you know, some of you understand that was like 3 years ago home, you know, humor, and that doesn't need to apply to now. And then some of you never even liked that kind of humor in the first place, and that's also valid. So you know what? That's what I love seeing your pain, said Johnny in the chat. I mean, that's just our relationship now at this point, between you and me, people on YouTube. Oh dear. So yeah, whether you're somebody that write a quiz or not, if you're somebody that likes llamas or not, I appreciate that not everybody was represented there, but that's fine. Even if you cringed to death like me, I know that there's lots of you out there and you all have diverse senses of humor. Dan, are you in heaven? This is so white. This is actually what my live shows should look like, except the webcam on an iMac is so bad. So this is really making me rethink everything. Everyone on YouTube watching this video is probably like, well, Dan, I can actually see your face right now. You're reversed. It's so weird, said Ludovine. Okay, that sounds weird. And Google Now said, I have new branding, Gluggle Nile. That scares me, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about that. Where is your Yeezus shirt? I have not worn that in months. I don't know what's wrong with me, to be honest. Oh, I can just pick it up. I could do like a selfie angle right now. Hi. That's so washed out. This is great lighting. Oh no, you can see my face. Yeah, I need to make it really dark, and then there we go. That's complimentary lighting, right? No, it needs to get darker. It needs to get darker. Just completely dark, and then there we go. Why are you sat on a weird place? Because I'm like balancing it against my laptop right now. It's a strange experience. So yeah, I appreciate all of you. Don't cringe too much at my new video. What was your highlight of it? Suzanne said, my favorite was your imagery of blood spouting out of your neck. Yeah, I was cringing so much that blood could have spouted out of my neck. That's not a joke at all. It could have happened. I could have died on YouTube yesterday uploading that video. Cussing Phil out, said Norton. Yes, as anyone with a best friend will know, the true way to show your friendship is to be really rude to each other. Phil wouldn't be like that on YouTube if he's aware that I'm filming. And, you know, generally he's not a very rude person. But whether it's stealing my cereal or, as you'll see in something that Phil did to me, that I'm guessing he might put on his side channel after his next Amazing Phil video. It's reciprocal. You got Phil's glabella. Honestly, I'm so honoured to have gotten Phil's glabella. To be honest, if I got Dan's crotch straight away, I probably would have just finished the video right there. Dan, were you inspired by Phil's video? Yes, Phil did it, and then you haven't tweeted the live show. I don't know how to tweet it while I'm using the app. I'm so scared I'm not going to tweet it. Because if I minimize this app to then go tweet the live stream, it might break. So let's all just be blessed that this isn't potato quality, and just leave it there. Say hi to the two Audreys, said Audrey. Hi, how are you? Thanks, hello. Fan21 said, I might be going to VidCon. That's cool. Have you watched the season finale of The Walking Dead yet? Said Meg. Yes, Meg, thanks for reminding me. I'll get there. So that's good. Me and Phil, we're doing a lot of traveling soon. We're going to Australia to go perform at this festival. So I didn't want to spend a month making a tour of Dan's brain video. Phil was like, so here's a discussion. Get in on this, people. Phil was like, Dan, you should do more videos that are casually reacting to quizzes more on, instead of not uploading for 3 weeks. And I don't know, what do you think? Because Dan Isn't on Fire is a place where, regardless of how good you think my content is, it seems like there's an effort barrier. And people, they do say, okay, Dan, this, people can tell that it's a more casual video. And, you people in this chat, you're like, just give us anything. But I feel bad. I see one comment that's like, when's the next scripted comedy video with the sketches and the whatever coming? And then I spend 3 weeks rolling around on the floor feeling bad that I did a react video. But anyway, did it because we're going traveling to Aussie soon. What am I playing with? I'm playing with this AirPods thing. I got some of these. These, they look so stupid, honestly. It's the Apple wireless headphones. How stupid does that look? Isn't that the stupidest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? I mean, is it that bad? It feels like somebody's just snipped the cord off these, so I've been trying them out. They're basically like wireless iPhone headphones. I mean, what do you want? They're Bluetooth, which is cool. They're really good in terms of their wireless iPod headphones. They just look really stupid, and I think they're too expensive. But there we go. Dan's Tech Review. That's a channel I don't need to start now. So yeah, talk about the crafts video. Okay, are we going to do that? So April 1st, it happened. It was a thing, and that meant the return of Dan and Phil Crafts. Who saw the new Dan and Phil Crafts video? Potato prints. Yes, that was a thing. So, as you know, 3 years ago, disgusting, 3 years ago was the first Dan and Phil Crafts video. We thought it would be funny to start a new channel and then just upload one shitty video to it that was a bit weird and edit it really badly. And then we did it again. But then me and Phil were thinking, and we were like, people like this, but are we going to keep doing craft videos on forever? Because it gets to a point where it's like Dan and Phil Crafts episode 7, where people, oh my god, who said Phil and I? Get out. This is not happening. We are not doing this right now. Oh, no, I swear, I'm gonna start swearing. We thought good things come in threes, and they do. You know what I mean? Trilogies. You can't keep something going on forever. Like your favorite TV show that should have ended 5 seasons ago that is now trash. We were like, let's make it good and tight. So let's do 3, and then we'll end it. So then we were saying, what can we do that would end Dan and Phil Crafts? And we thought, well, they're all really creepy. And in the last video, it got really creepy and hinted at being slightly occult. So naturally, we have to go all the way to 11 and literally summon Satan and then possibly travel to another dimension and disappear forever and get the channel blocked by the FBI. So that we felt like that was the natural progression in the story of Dan and Phil Crafts. People that said they didn't see that coming and or it was too creepy. I'd question what you thought Daniel Crafts was ever about in the first place, to be honest, because if you enjoyed anything about Daniel Crafts unironically, I'm very confused by that. Because obviously it was meant to just be terrible and slightly disturbing from the get-go. 420 Blazer shirt, indeed. Dan, have you got any Easter eggs yet? Don't talk to me about food, or I'm just going to eat this. Thanks for making me smile, said Jess. Wow, as I'm talking about Dan Full Crafts, that's an inappropriate time. Was anybody smiling? And it's Lucy's birthday on April 1st. It's your birthday on April 1st, but you say it's my birthday, and everyone's like, yeah, right. Not going to that joke party you invited me to. That sounds very disturbing. But yeah, shirtless Phil, yeah. Okay, again, if you got anything out of that shirtless Phil scene, I don't know. I honestly, I have nothing to say to you. You're worse than we were in that video. It was horrifying. I hear your questions. Yeah, I read the chat. This is a fun little thing I do every week where I casually interact with my audience. But I hope you liked it. Soft and neat. Yes, good to see that even after explicitly stating in my memes video that I didn't want you to spam YouTube because it makes everybody hate us, you did it anyway. That it's so good to know you're completely out of my control. That's fantastic. But I hope you all enjoyed it. And to the people that were genuinely scared, sorry, not sorry. Like, I am, but also not at all. So there we go. Is there anything that you want to ask about Denver? Can I turn this sideways? What would happen? Am I upside down? That comfortably rests upside down. Let's do a bit of the show upside down. Why not? I'm on a phone. Now I can't read the chat. Anything that anyone types for the next 30 seconds, I literally just ask people to ask me questions, and I made it so I can't read the chat. You're upside down. Dan, stop this. You're going to make me puke. That would be lovely. Please watch my live shows. I make you puke. Sorry, Emily Robertson, for making you possibly projectile vomit over there. Dan and Phil, when's the next Dill video? I'll talk about Dan and Phil games, don't you worry. Harry, Friday, yes! Phil on April 2nd, indeed. I accept that. New Harry Styles music. What's it going to be like? I'm very intrigued for it, because Harry, you know, he's always been very, very cool, an independent, free spirit. You were upside down. Who just wrote you were upside down in the chat? Get out. Honestly, this is terrible. Dan, why do you keep holding your shirt? It's really scratchy, and you've never seen me wear this shirt in a live environment. I do this all the time. It's just a really good texture to rub between your hands, but also bad because the wind gets through it, blasts your nips when you're not ready. It's not good. I feel pressured about my appearance. Honestly, you know, this is also, on one hand, it's why you shouldn't go outside because other humans are horrible, but you exist to please yourself. Honestly, I go outside in pajamas all the time. I'm a weirdo. Feel no pressure. Soft and neat. I've got premium messages saying that it was cringe but funny, so it's okay. Nice. Say hi to the precious Lester group chat. Wow, is that ruined after the Daniful Crafts video? Sorry about that. How should I tell my crush I like them? Send them a link to Daniful Crafts, Jack Trash. I don't know. Just be direct. Be super direct and scare them. Llama's placenta. Indeed, llama's placenta. Yes, that Dan is not a fire video gave me a lot to think about. I'm aware that with the memes video and this one, there's been a lot of things on Dan is on fire that are just me kind of visually having, you know, just having a breakdown on camera. So I feel like maybe after my next video, it would be good to look inwards. I've got some tasty ideas for wordy philosophy videos, so maybe after my next Dan is not on fire video, it can get dense and philosophical and less about me being aware of my own existence and therefore cringing until I die and maybe crying, laughing. It's that line between crying and laughing that's happened a few times on Dan is not on fire now, where people message me and they ask if I'm okay. Speaking of which, the Sunday school teacher, that happened. So if you don't know, my evil piano teacher, Dan is not on fire video that I uploaded, afterwards, my grandma messaged me. I was scared. She was just telling me off for swearing, but I thought she was going to be like, I know the piano teacher and she's my friend and you sassed her. Didn't happen. But I was like, uh-oh, people watch my videos. And I got briefly reminded that it's not just you, my fellow people of the internet, that are watching these videos, that actually, like, normal people in real life might stumble across, and therefore I should be aware of saying things that my grandma might actually hear. But after uploading the Dan and Phil Crafts video, I got I got a message. What is my life? From my Sunday school teacher, who I haven't spoken to for about 20 years. So if you don't know, I used to go to church with my grandma. My grandma, being a humble Christian grandmother, pillar of the community, how her hopes for me have just gone horribly wrong. And Sunday school is basically where they put all the children while the adults are having a proper sermon so they can sing songs about Jesus and have biscuits, which was mainly what I was there for. I mean, a religion that's basically about singing songs and eating biscuits, I can get into that. Say what you want about organized religion, they got some jams. Seriously, there's some amazing, I mean, all things bright and beautiful. We want to see Jesus lifted high. That's it. That's a banger right there. We need a trap remix of I want to see Jesus lifted high, and I would make that my remix. Anyway, messaged me asking if I was okay. I did not want to read the message because you know when you see a message from somebody and you're like, I can never let them see that that's been read because then that opens a dialogue with them and I can't open that door. So I just left that unread. So they might have just been saying, am I good? But I feel like it's too much of a coincidence that I did that after a video where I joked about sacrificing my friend to the devil. So let's see. You look so different today. It's that high quality phone. Your smile is the reason to live. Oh, well, I should really work on my Dan's Not on Fire content because there's not much of that happening at the moment. Whoop, whoop. I wrote a Dancest fic on Twitter, said Chloe. What is this? Is this what I encourage? I mean, I said this at the end, that the moral of that Dan is Not on Fire video was, not taking yourself too seriously. And then here we are. Who's on your daddy list, said somebody. Is that the content you want? Should I stop giving you interesting behind the scenes factorinos on my videos and just talk about who's on my daddy list? Thank you for saving me from work, said Killing Me Smile. I am always honoured to aid in the procrastination of people. Dan, I want to block you because you said windy nips. Indeed. I'm sorry about that. When are you going to Australia? Next week. So me and Phil, we've been busy preparing things, filmed a lot of gaming videos, but it should be good. Dan, your Illuminati conspiracy. Phil, okay, honestly, Phil and I, I'm just saying it to troll you at this point. It's deliberate. Let's say it's deliberate. Hi, I beat you at Mario Kart so quick, said Eileen. I mean, you probably wouldn't. You probably really wouldn't. Like, I'm so good at Mario Kart. I have a 10,000 rating on the Wii U, and then stopped playing it because Deluxe is coming out. I mean, what was the point of me playing it all that time? I guess it was to just be fun. Who knows? I'm wasting my life. Yeah, that was strange. I mean, I didn't really plan to make a joke about meeting the CEO of YouTube, being in the Illuminati, and then making a video with strong symbolism in the way. But I'll take credit for it. Who knows? What was that? Said Stevie Nicks. Oh my god, is Stevie Nicks watching this right now? Basically, the CEO of YouTube, Susan... Oh god, what sense? Check her name. Wojcicki? I'm not going to be invited back to meet them ever. She's been, like, touring about Guess the Crime, Kill Me. Susan Kuhn, quite. She's been touring around Europe doing her work, but meeting creators. So she invited, 1 million people, 8 people turned up. That's how things work. Dancest was already a thing. I don't want to know these things. And while we're on the topic, shitty watercolor, there's no depths that he won't go to. I mean, I feel like I'm a bad influence on you and everyone that interacts with me, just dragging them into depravity. to be honest. 13 Reasons Why. What is that? Is that the show on Netflix? It's like a teen drama or something. I'm out of the loop. Yeah. So we got invited to have an intimate chat with the CEO of YouTube. OMG, it's incredible. Is it incredible, or is it like woke and that's good, but a bit average drama? Because I heard a friend say that. They said like it has really good values, but it's very average. Or is it like incredible? You tell me. Should my friend shut the hell up and I should punch them for having a shit opinion? I've heard that I've been in the background on a piece of art. You were in it. Oh my god. Why am I not on IMDb? I was on a piece of art going like this in the star shirt. You didn't answer all the questions. Yeah, well, I mean, I had to cut the video down. The video was originally 25 minutes long before I turned it into like 13 or whatever I uploaded. And I was thinking, what? There was twice as much quiz action. I mean, me being sad for an extra 12 minutes, I would argue isn't thrilling content. So I did have to cut that up brutally to get that in. What did you talk about with Susan? Lots of stuff. Everybody had lots of questions about everything. I think the main points that people brought up were YouTube. I mean, she's the CEO. She's not, the person that programs the sub boxes or the head of PR that, writes the responses. She's the person that's just in charge of everything. So it was good hearing her things. But basically, they're aware of the community's opinions on everything, and they maybe should just be a bit faster to react to it or whatever. I mean, we could talk about this for ages. Susan Waluigi is the CEO of YouTube. And then they do this thing called YouTube Fridays in YouTube, where they like have a global meeting with all the people in YouTube offices. We didn't know this, and they stream it. So it's like a global YouTube business meeting. And Susan did a Q&A with us on the stage for half an hour. Nothing that you guys don't know. Is basically just like explain who you are and why you're here. But that was like terrifying. I made lots of sad, relatable jokes, and people laughed. I couldn't tell if they were laughing at me or with me, but that was fun. Whatever. And then I joked about that we were in the YouTube Illuminati, and she quote tweeted me. That was surprising. I don't know if she didn't read that I joked that we were now in the Illuminati, and she quote tweeted me, or if maybe she thought I just said we met you and we're illuminated. Or maybe she has a dank sense of humor. Who knows? Dan, read. Okay, sorry. This is me reading the chat faster right now because I'm using the phone app. Have you ever had to take the YouTube certification exam? No, I'm just somebody that YouTube is my life and I don't know how it works. Phil's tweet about the hedgehogs, indeed. Damn, I feel like there's so much pressure to be intellectual. I didn't read the rest of your comment. Post it in the chat again. I'm sorry. Except here I go. Nose angle. Hi, said Artsy DNP. Hi there. Dan, your hair looks good. Okay, do you just want a hair cam right now? Your video is cute and cringeworthy. Thanks, hope you're having a lovely day. Thanks, you too, Leslie. Follow my Tumblr. Okay, Halle, but only if you're aesthetically shitposting. Hello, loser. Hello, Google Nile. I have a cold, but you make me warm. Ah, that's disgusting. Who said this angle is an improvement? Why do I bother with you? Yeah. Where's your Wiro painting? You could say that I'm relocating it. One could say. Dan, the lighting's weird. Your face looks lumpy. Thank you. It does look weird. I have intense shadowy crevices and very bright spots. It's because there's a light directly above my head. Next gaming video. That was an attractive nose right there. It's gonna be a Sims video. Oh, it's dramatic. Let's just say that if you thought the sim ray transforming objects started a whole chain of disasters, that progressing the science career or generally downloading that whole DLC is a mistake, a massive mistake. What did you do today? Today we had lunch with Laura, who is used to help run VidCon with Hank, and now she is the head of the Internet Creators Guild. Went to have some lunch with her. That was good. On her way to Amsterdam, I think. And then, okay, are you ready for this? Don't say I never treat you. Do you guys right now Want some fan service? Do you want me to just give the people what they want? Stop wearing rags, Dan. Honestly, are you gonna take this away? Okay, you're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. Are you ready? You're gonna die. You're not ready for this. Okay, this is gonna be insane. You're not ready for this. So we were out having lunch with our friend Laura, and then I had to go meet up with my mum, who was in town, because I left my denim jacket at her house over Christmas. Boring. And I went outside in just this, and this is really cold, right? Because when the wind blows, it went out. And it's been like really warm recently in London, but I went out and it was like freezing, and I had to walk for like 20 minutes to go meet my mum. So you know what I did while Phil was going home and I was going for a walk? I asked Phil if I could borrow his coat, and I did. Holy shit. So for 20 minutes today, I was wearing Phil's coat. I mean, don't say I never do anything for you. Okay? Don't say I don't give the trash cans what they want. Don't say I'm too busy acknowledging what the casual viewers and the calm people that don't like all the crazy people that are leaving comments on my video saying, Dan, this doesn't represent me. I'm a normal person. I really don't like watching all these Dan is Not on Fire videos where you're crying all the time. I feel like it's too intense. We're not all like that. So there you go. I mean, honestly, is there anything? Johnny, I borrow my brother's coat all the time. Why is that even interesting? I mean, look at the chat right now, Johnny. Clearly, you just not got the right hat on. To some people, this is the best thing they've heard in their entire life. Maybe you should reassess you borrowing your brother's coat. Maybe it's an extreme thing that you haven't contemplated before. Dan, please say happy birthday to Gia. Happy birthday to Gia. Say hi to Emma, Tyler, and Danny. What up, gang? I apologize for that. Playlist life, indeed. I'm only going to be back for like 2 weeks before we get back from Australia and then go to Florida. Busy times. Why do I even put up with you? I don't know, honestly. Why are any of you even here? Dan, what the hell is Sunday school? What's that? That's not what you should say. You mean what the hecky heaven is Sunday school? Quite. Baby weasels. Yes. Did you see Phil's tweet earlier? I went on a YouTube binge today where the small rabbit hole that I jumped down was playing with weasel videos. And if you go on YouTube and just type in like playing weasels, there's just incredible audio. Like, weasels are so small and they're hyperactive, and they just like bite your hands, but in a non-harmful way. They just want to give you like a little nibble. And all I've been thinking about today is, give me an app where I can pay to have a weasel nibble my hand. TBH. Is that a euphemism? It sounds like a disgusting euphemism. I can always trust on you guys in the chat to just ruin anything. I mean, what's more innocent than a weasel nibbling your hand? And now I'm thinking, how is that like a code for some extreme kink? Dan, 20 minutes into the live show and you're talking about extreme kinks. Yeah, I am, Tyler. Don't doubt me for a minute. Club Penguin! There's lots of people. What do you mean relocating the penguin? It's like Damocles' sword. Don't make me go into that. Am I really going to bring out Damocles' sword as a reference for a painting hanging precariously above my bed? I just did. What was I going to talk about? Club Penguin. Yeah, uploaded a gaming video playing Club Penguin as it closed down. Do you like that? Yeah, I mean, Club Penguin, it was a part of many people's childhood. I mean, who here was like, Club Penguin was their childhood? I'm talking Moshi Monsters, Neopets, Club Penguin, maybe a cheeky bit of Habbo Hotel, all of those things, just the good stuff. You know what I mean? And it's closing. A lot of people were genuine. I played since I was 7. 7? That's amazing. Yeah. And so we were like, we have to make a video on the day it closed down. Now, the thing is, when it comes to what to show in this video, Club Penguin's a big game. It's like a chat room It's also an igloo builder. It's also got a million mini games. There's a bunch of like insider memes, like flipping the iceberg and stuff. But basically, Club Penguin is relevant for two reasons. This Disney themed chat room where you role play as a penguin, in case someone's confused, is basically trolling children and or trying to get banned as quickly as possible by swearing. We didn't necessarily want to go for either of those things. So we figured let's focus on just trying to make a friend, because that's the point of a chat room, is it? Trying to make friends. So yeah, that should be fun. And then it was a bit of a flop. I don't know if you've seen the video. It's safe to say it was 20 minutes of us getting rejected by people who were probably 6. Just us purely and desperately saying, "Hey, other penguin, want to be friends?" And they just went, "No." It wasn't even like a polite letdown. People were just straight up saying no. Dan, are you happy with your video background? No, I'm contemplating my video background. This isn't relevant until we get back from Australia. I want your input on my ugly video background that I think is ugly. Desk? Do you like desk? I don't know how I feel about bed. I feel like, I filmed the last video in front of the desk and looking at the bed, because that's just where it was in my bedroom. But I feel like my aesthetic could be a lot better. I love the bed. Okay, you love the bed. You're like emotionally attached to the bed, but it's ugly. Let's talk about this again in 2 weeks. I'm reconsidering angles, maybe desk. Dunno. I feel like I need like a house plan or something. I'm really contemplating the whole feng shui at the moment. No, it's black and beautiful. The black desk is good. I feel like it needs more black and white, maybe a bit less clutter. A plant. Dan, you need a bonsai. A bonsai. Okay, I'll put a note in this. In a couple, you get a houseplant, a cacti. Dan, you're slowly turning into Phil. I feel like houseplants are just good. Candles. Yes. Okay. Project make Dan's video background more aesthetic. I've started, but I need your help, so we'll come back to this. Okay. I'll crowdfund it. Dan, play PewDiePie's app. Oh my god, I could just play Tuber Simulator, design my dream video background, and then just base it on that. Just send me. Okay, I'm getting too into this. We'll not do this now, but when we do it, you need to just send me like palettes. What? You're the people that watch these videos. You tell me a pastel dream. Okay, I'll throw out my black desk, and I'll buy a pink desk, and just like a bunch of blue terrarium. I don't know, man. I was so traumatized by my last terrarium experience. So honestly traumatized. If you haven't seen this, go to my Instagram. Cross promo, instagram.com/danisnotinteresting. Sorry about that. There was a very terrifying story. I'll go to IKEA with you. Okay. Well, we'll talk about this when we get. Does that mean no video? Don't worry, we filmed some gaming videos. So yeah, Phil isn't going to do a live show this week. I don't know why I'm telling you what his plans are, but I think Phil's uploading a video instead of the live show on Thursday. I've seen it, which I think I referred to earlier, and it's a good one. So look forward to a Phil video. I mean, he's just told me this. I don't speak for him. I'm sure he'll tell you. I'm not going to make promises on his behalf, but we'll be a Phil video. And then because we're in Australia, we're going to try to upload a video on each day that we would have done a show, so it's not too horrifying, us not doing live shows while it would be like 3 a.m. in Australia. So I don't think, it's like a while. Let me look. Danny, you tired? Always. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a new live show for like 3 weeks until like the 25th. I guess that's when. But we're going to upload a video on the live show days in between. So look forward to those. They should be fun. Dan, Club Penguin, I'm genuinely crying. Show us the jacket. I'm desperate. I don't have it now. or are you talking about the denim jacket that I left at my mum's house? I was so traumatized. That black denim jacket's one of my favorite things. Ryder said window or aisle seat on a plane. Window, of course. It's very, very pleasing to just look out of a window. Yes, see it. Dan, will this go on Dan Is Not Interesting if it's on the app? I don't know. Hello, people on YouTube right now. There's a link in the description. You can click on it and come see the chat. I might have to upload this separate. Oh, but then it's always out of sync. I might have to download the video, resync it, and then re-upload. Oh my god, that's going to be such a ball ache. Ball ache, is that a gross phrase or not? Should that what's the gender neutral? Dan, you look homeless. Thank you. What's the gender neutral equivalent of ball ache? No, it's okay. It's on YouTube. I don't know if I'll see that. I'll happy. Okay, I need to see this. Tit ache, butt ache, headache. It's a headache. It needs to be a bit crude. Like, what's I guess butt ache. This is such an ass ache. I'll just stop this, but I'll do it. Nothing's worse than watching a live stream when it's re-uploaded to YouTube and it's 4 seconds out of sync. That's not good. Attack on Titan. Yeah, that's back. Okay, so here's the thing. There's an anime. You don't watch anime? You should. You don't think you'd like anime? Shut up. Yeah, you would. You don't know yourself. You would like anime. One of the most well-known ones about giants that eat people in a terrifying dystopian universe. It's so traumatizingly violent and scary. There hasn't been a new season for like 5 years or something disgusting, and then it just came back. And it's good, but like it's so slow. Phil and I, there you go, happy with that. New tattoo on everyone's forehead. He bought the manga, and then we didn't want to start reading it because it spoiled it. I was like, we have to wait for the anime. We're just too invested in the anime. So that's the thing. But now I'm like, should I wait for 12 weeks and then watch them all in a bunch? It's just excruciating watching a 20-minute show. Dan, what are you playing with? Keys. Should I do some ASMR? Hey, I'm just playing with the keys. Yeah, playing with keys. Dan, stop! I'm violated. Okay, none of you consented to that. You're all scared. You're leaving. Tens of thousands of people are flocking away from this stream right now. Dan, your fresh side shaves look so fresh. Yeah, it's that Febreze magic. Sounds like an air freshener. Say hi to Z and Winnie. Hello. How come you declined my fan mail last time? I don't know how to use the app, Jade. But thank you. My fat fingers. I had a nightmare about the craft video. That's valid. I accept that some people probably were offended or scared, but it was just, comedy. So it's okay. Dan, how long did it take you to edit the Daniful Crafts videos? Probably about half an hour. The thing is with Daniful Crafts is, we can talk about anything now that it's over, rest in peace, is whilst we had vague plans for all of them, like the craft we were doing, because we needed to get the supplies, they were all completely improvised and done on the day of April Fool's. So if you're like, wow, I'm surprised at the performance, they're all completely made up on the spot. And then the editing, what I tried to go for is like, how quickly can I do this in a way that it'll kind of go horribly wrong semi-intentionally, and then just make it really scary. There we go. Cleaners. To be honest, Phil's last live show with the whole cleaning thing, that was more disturbing than Daniful Crafts. I don't know what to say to you. Dan, your jumper has scratched your chest. It's scratchy. It leaves me with rashes and fluff. Honestly, if I took this off right now, my entire chest would just be black with fluff. It's actually I don't know why I keep the weed sweater. You think it's ugly, it's cold, it scratches me, it leaves fluff all over me that makes me look like a sheep. Prove it. What is wrong with you? I mean, that would just show all the sixes that I have stamped all over me. There we go. Dan, you're an Astuff movie. Yeah, Tom Ska has made a new Astuff movie 10, Phil and I. make a cameo in it. You want a piece of me? Yeah. Well, here you go then. Thanks. So watch that. I'm sure most of you have seen this, especially if you're one of like the general YouTuber consumers that just watch lots of YouTubers. Tom Scar's new Astuff movie. There was this one bit that's just like, you didn't tweet. It's because I'm using the app for the first time and I'm so terrified of stopping that I don't know what's gonna happen. But here we go. I'm brighter than the sun. And also have loads of gross shadows all over my face. It looks like I have like forehead 5 o'clock shadow right now. Beep beep, I'm a sheep, indeed. Beep beep, I'm a sheep. I said beep beep, I'm a sheep. I mean, like it's like lol random humor that 2010 Dan, I would have just done he would have just like busted out an XD face for it. He would have just busted out that XD face. Dan, where's your painting? I'm contemplating my aesthetic. We've been over this. You look so good today. Do I? Thanks. I need to be told that. I walked around in the wind. I have frosty nips. Or whatever I said. Why are you on the app? Because, honestly, if any of you are investing in Apple products, Magic Trackpad is awful. Don't get it. How are you even keeping up with these? I have lightning fast things. I saw Panic at the Disco last week. I've seen Panic at the Disco twice, Kath. They are a good live band, aren't they? Brendan, he could be on tour for months, and he is always a charismatic performer. Dan, would you ever grow a beard? When I'm like capable of having sexy facial hair like Zayn Malik, maybe, but at the moment I'm still in this weird in-between phase where I have like the biology of a 16-year-old. I look like a beluga whale. It's very weird. Have you got people in your school that are like what's his name, Bon in Blue Exorcist, that are like 15 and have a goatee? We all know people that like puberty. For some people it's like bam, you're thin. For some people it's like you're 37 but you're also still 12. I'm one of those people. Like when I was 15 I looked like an 11-year-old. Dan, you have slight stubble sometimes, but I can't look like Zayn Malik. I think I need at least 10 years. This bodes well. I think I'll age very slowly. You know, like Taylor Swift, where you're kind of like, how does Taylor Swift look so eternally young? I hope that what this means is I had a terrible time as a teenager because everyone was strong and I was weak. I did have a growth spurt in like a week where I was like, I went straight from being a hobbit. No one can look like Zayn Malik. That's not your fault. It is true. Zayn is actually an angel that none of us deserve to be blessed with his angelic presence. Dan, you'll look like Zayn in 15 years. Yeah. New Riverdale episode. Frickin' hell, that new episode. Okay, and Riverdale. I mean, no show should have 2 scenes where there's surprise building crews. It's like the worst but best thing, and it's so pure and necessary, and like good, and also terrible. It's just needed. But you are still weak. Indeed, at least I'm large now. Dan, I'm 15 and I look 9. I've been there. It's okay. But then maybe when you're like 32 and all your friends are like, I have wrinkles, and you're like, I am eternal. Puberty was terrible, but now I will never age. Or maybe we shouldn't shame people with wrinkles or have beauty standards of any kind, because to be honest, we all go through biology at different speeds, and frankly, all appearances are valid, and society's projection of perfection is just toxic and is a bad thing for everybody. Dan, did you tweet this? No, I did nothing. You guys like the core group right now? I don't know what's happening on YouTube. I did not change the title. But it'll be fun. It's like a special one because I'm not going to do another one for a while. Oh, there's going to be so many lag bits. I'm sorry if this jumps around the YouTube video. I know I'm going to have to edit out bits that I lag. Awkward pauses for 5 seconds. It's fine. Tonight I'm just watching the new episode of Homeland and maybe eating some food. Speaking of food, betrayed. The worst thing happened to me the other day. Are you ready for the worst thing you've ever heard? This was yesterday. Ordered some food. Right. Didn't come for an hour. I was like, what? Where's the food? It's been an hour. Why hasn't it arrived? I call them and I'm like, yo, where's the food? And the person on the phone was like, oh shoot, I forgot to process your order. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, when you called me an hour ago, I forgot to give your order to the kitchen. So they just never made it. You didn't pay for it because I didn't do your payment either. But yeah, I just forgot. And I was like, we had a conversation on the phone, and you didn't process the order. So I was sat there. I mean, oh my god, I've never been more betrayed in my entire. I mean, we've all had bad days at work. Me working at the DIY store, I've been there, but yeah, I mean, I gave people bad advice that probably destroyed their houses, as you know, from like sink explosion or whatever. Good times. uh, so what did you do? Order Domino's. It's the only thing that's open at 11. Honestly, it's like either I go outside to get like a kebab, or you just order Domino's. There's no in particular. They're like, well, add credit to your account, and I was like, yeah, think I'm gonna call you again? Yeah. So in a way that worked out well, yes, Stephen. In a way that was the best ending, and maybe the universal powers that be were just making it late for an hour so that I'd get what I really wanted, which was a fresh pizza. Can you not order in kebab? I probably could, but you just trust Domino's. You know what I mean? Can you cook? I could cook, but when you plan to order takeout or delivery and you don't have ingredients, there's no going back. I mean, like on a day when me and Phil don't have ingredients in the house, it's like, what is there? Spaghetti at the back of the cupboard. Student life. At least I'm not burning the spaghetti. When I was at Manchester University, I was like, yeah, I'm living by myself. Let's do it. Let's attempt to make some spaghetti. Literally set fire to the pasta in the kitchen. Woo! Never had Domino's. Domino's is better in the UK than anywhere else. Actually, Australia is like very snazzy. Can you say happy birthday to Leah? Hello. Dan, on the app, the stop broadcast button is next to accept. Stop terrifying me. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh my god. End this so I can eat. Well, I was like 5 minutes late. I'll keep going for a bit. Dan, what's the next gaming video? The next gaming video is Sims, and it's a hoot. You ignored Meg. Was that the Walking Dead? Okay, The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead. I like Negan as an antagonist. I've thought this season has been better than some of the worst ones. I feel like, mild spoilers, I'm not going to spoil anything, gathering the various tribes together has been very slow, and it's been leading towards the finale, and they did what they've done before, which is kind of give us a half finale, and then that means that in the next season they're probably actually going to resolve the storyline in the first 4 episodes, and that's not what a good show that respects you does. That's what a show that desperately wants to, keep people addicted in a manipulative relationship and then keep them watching for the next one. So, Walking Dead, they could have given us a satisfying end to the season, but no, they were like, nah, let's just keep them watching on a cliffhanger and then end it 4 episodes into the new season. AMC, man, they're not trying to make the best show possible. This is no Vince Gilligan Breaking Bad. They're trying to string it out for as long as possible, whilst also making it good. I'm not a hater. I'm in this deep. I like The Walking Dead. It is good. I liked Maggie's thing. But yeah. I hate that kind of thing. I mean, love-hate with The Walking Dead. Like, it's so good, and then also they're so mean. Yeah, Dan, you're going to scratch your chin. I am. I'm going to have fluff on my chin in a minute. This is terrible. Dan, why are you singing the Saw theme? I don't know. Of all the songs that I've stuck in my head, I'm not sure that. Dan, talk about the Sonic thing. Okay, yeah, so this is like an old meme, but it was like being revived on Twitter the other day by some BuzzFeed guy. I'm sure if you saw this, the Fantastic Foursome reunion that no one asked for. Yeah, search your name, the Hedgehog, on Google Images and see what like Sonic the Hedgehog fandom 11-year-old has drawn your Sonic avatar, and it's amazing. I have such tense shoulders from hunching all the time. Honestly, I could do with a massage right now. Yeah, they didn't have my name. Rude. Well, you know what that means. Honestly, I swear I don't know what it is about Sonic that just is so amazing to like 8-year-olds. When I was 8, I've told you this before, I used to role play Sonic with my friends. We used to pretend to be Sonic the Hedgehog characters. I had a Sonic AU called Silver that had psychic powers. When me and my friends used to role play as Sonic the Hedgehog, we all had characters and we drew them. And now I look back and it's just, but the internet wasn't around then. Whereas now you go on DeviantArt and you see all these like Sonic personas that people have drawn. Everybody's saying that, literally everybody right now is saying they did it. What that Sonic? There haven't even been any good Sonic games for like 20 years. Who even relates to Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't know. But like, what is it about Sonic the Hedgehog that children, they just are mental for it? And I swear to God, I swear, as everyone is saying in the chat right now, it is a gateway to the furry fandom. Like My Little Pony, except that's that whole clopping thing by itself. Let's not get into that. It just is. It's such a natural segue from being emotionally attached to your Sonic persona to getting a full-on persona, and then yiffing in the back room of a Hilton at a convention, which isn't what it's all about. And that was an offensive joke. I'm sorry. I don't want to be problematic to furries, because I am one, obviously. The furry fandom is out there on Twitter. They are the furry. If you don't know this, the furry fandom, it is a thing, and it's a community on Twitter to rival any shows. And they have memes. There are furry fandom memes, and you find them. It's a whole world for you to get lost in. Which you might not. I mean, like if you're feeling shame internally towards furries, don't entertain it, because you might accidentally slip in and become the thing that you despise. So, I mean, who knows? Hi Dan, not feeling well today. Abigail, I literally just nearly clicked the end. Nice satanic ritual. Thanks. I regret nothing. The Dan Fullcraft video was brilliant. JFC, thank you, Millie. We are quite proud of it. Okay, if what you wanted from Dan content was semi-original creativity comedy, that was Dan and Full Crafts. And then you got the quiz for the, giving back to the community of supportive audience. Look at Dan cry. Look at the top fans. I can swipe. Hello, people that I've been neglecting. Anna and I'm Snowed Under, fan 1087. Hannah, Amelie, Josh, Haley. Oh my god, I nearly did it again. Jotelina, Britt Leo, and Rachel. Jotelina jotting up there. Hi, guest someone. Honestly, the last thing I should attempt to do is guest someone right now. So yeah, that's basically everything I've been up to recently. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry if this it was more of a live experience, even if it's not on YouTube in the same way. I'll see what happens after this. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the Dan Is Not on Fire video. Don't worry, you don't need to be too concerned for me. I am always semi-joking. If I ever look like I'm having a breakdown, I'm only like 80% having a breakdown. So whilst I'm cringing at my llama branding, I also accept that it's a part of me that I have to love and appreciate. Thank you for everyone that's ever written a quiz about me. To all the people, drawing that Dancare star and tweeting at me all the time. Dear God, I hope you've enjoyed it. Philosophy next. Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe after the next one, and then I'll have something wordy and dense. Who knows? We're going to Australia, so not doing live shows for a few weeks, but then we're going to try and upload gaming videos and maybe another one on the same days. Hope you enjoyed Dan and Full Crafts. Maybe we can have a more, a productive Q&A in the next live show where I can actually read the chat a bit better. Who knows? But I hope you all liked it. Maybe we'll just have April Fools off next year and not do anything, and then that will be the April Fools that everyone will be expecting us to do something funny, and then we don't. Hope you've been checking out the gaming channel content. I hope it's been fun. Dan, what music have you been listening to? Okay, quickly. Mastodon and yeah, basically that's that. Frank Ocean on repeat. And yeah, look forward to the new Amazing Phil video. Look forward to gaming videos. I'll see you later. I can end by just zooming in on that beautiful, how loud is that thing? Look forward to helping me rearrange my possessions for a more aesthetic video background, canvases, houseplants, or not. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, audience. Have a nice life. Thank you for watching. Bye.